Okay, let's blow this pop stand. I look at my friends and the turmoil my mind stirs. This isn't my home. I don't want to abandon my team here, but I can't just leave my friends and family back home either. What if they're looking for me? I can't let them think that I'm dead. And now that I have the chance to go back, how can I pass that up? And yet, I look down at my hands. I remember the fatigue I felt after practicing with Amelia. Her warning runs through my mind, turning my blood to ice in my veins. I might not even make it back home if I tried. Is it really worth the risk for something that's not even guaranteed and could potentially end fatally? It's where my loved ones are waiting for me. It's where I left my life behind. Void isn't my fight. I'm an anomaly in this world, and that's a strong indicator that I'm not meant to be here. I swallow hard, gathering the courage to face my friends. My words burn my tongue as I speak them. I'm sorry, you guys, but I have to go back. Slowly, the team turns to face me. Then Kara laughs.
Maybe my hearing is finally going, but I could have sworn you said you wanted to go back.
Gulping hard, I nod. They are not making this easy. You heard correctly. Her laughter ceases, and she stares intently at me. The longer she holds my gaze, the closer her brows knit together. She glances at Leanna, who searches me with wide eyes. I avoid her gaze, and she finally speaks.
I see.
Heartbreak flickers across her face. It stabs at my heart like a knife.
That's it? That's all you're going to say?
Tears fill Leanna's eyes, but she fiercely tries to blink them back.
There's nothing left to say. He's made his choice. I think I should go find a good place to make a camp.
She turns on her heel as the tears spill over. The knife in my heart turns, fresh pangs of pain. Leanna, wait! She doesn't. Kara looks at Leanna, then back at me, as if waiting for me to do something. When I don't, she frowns and runs after Leanna. My stomach twists with guilt. Did I make the right decision? She'll understand. She has to. My family and friends don't know what happened to me. I can't let them continue worrying about me. I wait for a few more minutes, but it's clear neither of them are coming back. Zack crosses his arms and says nothing. Amelia's face is just as stony a mask as Zack's. You can hate me too if you want. I'll understand. Zack just shakes his head.
You have to do what you have to do.
That was surprisingly understanding. I look up at Zack. He meets my gaze before looking away. Amelia remains silent. Are you okay, Amy?
I am perfectly well.
You're not angry?
What would be the use of being angry? Would it dissuade your decision if I were?
I shake my head.
Then what I feel is irrelevant.
Although her words are calm, her tone has a hint of sadness. I know my friends will miss me. I'll miss them too. The Pongo's eyes shimmer with tears. He hops up to me, nuzzling my leg. I'm sorry, buddy. I have to go home. The Pongo shakes his head. His voice is tinged with distraught as he hops into my scarf. He buries himself beneath the fabric. My heart clenches. I'm sorry, buddy. You can't come. I gently scoop him out of the scarf and hand him to Amelia. He deflates in her arms. Amelia squeezes the Pongo to her chest. I take one last look at my friends. These people, with the somber eyes. Those aren't the faces I want to remember. I try to remember their smiles, but the vision doesn't come to me.
Do you need me to guide your cast?
I shake my head. I can't ask her to do that. She nods and steps back. I close my eyes. I remember the library with all those rows of books. I remember the study tables and the wide windows. Magic flares down my arm. It flows through my veins, a pulsing wave of energy, and engulfs me. I cry out as there's a pain, something so fierce that I feel deep in my bones. There's a blinding flash of light. I wince and flinch back, but the light is all-encompassing. It blocks out all other senses until it begins to fade. I hear the soft rustle of pages turning. I groan and blink my eyes open, exhausted but still in one piece. Slowly I raise my head. Shelves upon shelves of books surround me. I look down at the desk with the scratched graffiti. I made it. I actually made it back. A student sees me and freezes. Her gaze darts to my back and she screams, drops her books, and runs away. My brows furrow. What the? Another student pauses, taking me in. A slow smile spreads across his face.
Hey, dude, sweet cosplay. What anime is it from?
Cosplay? I look down at myself. I'm in the same leather clothes from Terra. Oh,
Excuse me.
A stern voice causes me to turn around. A woman with a tight bun and rimmed glasses glares at me.
I don't know what this is,
She waves her hands indicating my clothes.
but I will not tolerate any weapons at this school.
Without hesitation, she reaches out me and tries to grab at the sword on my back.
I'm going to need to confiscate this.
What? Hey! I struggle out of her grasp. It's not real. It's just a costume.
It's for our theater class.
I recognize that voice. Glancing over, I see my friend Alex approaching. He flashes the librarian a winning smile. She crosses her arms and huffs.
Well, next time you should change first.
I will. She turns around and walks away, her heels clicking on the floor. Seeing one of my friends fills me with warmth. Alex looks me up and down.
Dude, is that a real sword? What are you wearing? And where have you been? I've been calling you for ages.
The last few months were placed in my head, but it seems like only a few hours have passed here on Earth. I grin. You wouldn't believe me even if I told you. Ending A. So you decided to go home, eh? You've returned to your normal life with all your friends and family. Not a bad outcome. Though if you're curious what happened to Terry, you may consider not returning home so soon. Thank you for playing Crystalline. So I guess we could wrap up the playthrough with this, right? You got to see ending A. Surely that's the best ending of them all. The credits aren't loading properly. They did some sort of optimization thing, so I've had some weird crap happen after they did that, so I'm just skipping over this. I'll do the credits proper later. And yeah. So I don't know if there's any sort of indicator under extra for the various endings. Hold on a second, does this take... Okay, I was wondering, does that take you back to that little scene, but... Then once again, if you want to see everyone's voice actor, they actually have him listed as Robin here. Forgot to mention, Kira Buckland, the Shadow Elemental, is also in their new game, whatever it's called, the Squire thing. So there's a few familiar voices to be heard here and there. I don't know if he's in it too. His name seems a little familiar. Also kind of interesting, he does both Leon and Broodman. And then he also did Rixney. So I was wondering if the cameo characters were actually voiced by the people who paid for them, but maybe not. I guess that's that song that didn't load properly. Yeah, here you go. So you have XZ, who is actually in the game. Rixney is self-explanatory, and then Gilbert and Doc, I guess, are two of the other characters. You have your various Patreons, various supporters. So are these guys from Patreon or Kickstarter? And they're not in alphabetical order either, so... How many of them are there? Quite a bit. Well, there you go. If you're one of the backers, maybe you'll see your name in here somewhere. Like I said, I don't know if this is Kickstarter or Patreon or possibly even both. I must have missed a CG somewhere. Actually, I wonder, could that one be if she's not wearing the costume? Or does she have to wear the costume for that scene? Well, once we do things properly... Oh, the button isn't here anymore. There was an unlock all option, I know. That seems to be gone, though. But anyway, as I was saying, ending A. Next time we'll do things properly. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.